Hello everybody, welcome back. PieCover here. Today I want to make it a special edition on showing you guys what it is, the steps to get to the rabbit hole of the Bitcoin journey. So first, I know you will need a lot of resources to get through this, and because it's important right now, because here's why I want you to understand how important that is to dig deep into the Bitcoin rabbit hole. And I'm gonna go through all the resources and um, like the real places you need to go um, to get to the Bitcoin rabbit hole. But I want to show you um, first of all why you should take this seriously and why you should protect yourself against this. This is the U.S. debt, national debt. So basically, this is the national public debt outstanding. This is at 33.5 trillion, and they just added over $1 trillion of debt in the past couple of months. So this is very bad. And this is very, very bad. And the reason, I don't care where you are in the world, this will affect you because the US dollar the is the monetary base. It's like the reserve currency of the world. And when this currency is failing like this, putting so much money to help itself, that's sound bad. That's very bad. That spell a lot of stress in the global economy, and this is not something you should take very lightly, right? So you should take this very, very, very seriously, and especially the funding of that government is going down because the bond is falling, and then you have war, right? So I'm gonna show you this. This is the oil price, which is going up, as you can see in your wherever you are. You may notice because from the past couple months the price of oil is going up because value of money is dropping, it's falling, regardless whatever else somebody else say. The inflation is up, right? Because the inflation is the money printing itself. It's not the price going up. It's the price going up is just a reaction. It's just like um, showing you the fraud, right? It's like a reaction. It's like a mirror um, reflecting the money printing. That's what inflation is. The inflation is not the cause. It's just a reaction to. It's like it's a symptom of the sickness of the problem, right? So this is oil price. You know, to be specific. Uh, just this is over 3 years. I'm gonna go over 3 months. Gonna show you this. This is the price going up. Okay, so may go to zigzag up and down, right? But what's going on? It's the volatility, right? Like we say, like over a month, over a year, right? It's up, right? It's up, and the trend is up. So, and the reserve oil in the U.S. is going down. It's close to zero because they have supposed to have a reserve for some reason, and they use pretty much all of it for election purposes. You have all that, and they can't print oil, right? They can only print money. So that's why you see the debt going so high. And this is not just a U.S. problem, by the way. Okay, I'm not just here to just say, oh, only U.S. is bad. No, it's just all the other countries in the world. They're all printing money. You see the war going on. See, uh, different stocks jump. See, this article. Different stock jump as war wages between Israel and Hamas. Okay, yeah, like Yeah, like who am I to say who is right, who is wrong? I don't care. I don't know. But the only thing I know, they cannot print Bitcoin to fund that. Right? Yeah. And TikTok next blog, nobody can print any Bitcoin to fund wars. Okay, so that's only thing I know, and I don't care about anything else. Everything else is noise, in my opinion. So it is what it is. But I want to make this specifically, just so you to protect yourself if you can. Um, and you have oil price, you know, will go up higher. Okay, a lot of people saying, "Oh yeah, this is just gonna go temporary. It's gonna bring the price of oil up and then going down. It's gonna go higher. Food price will go high because food price is kind of a derivative of oil price, right? Everything derives from oil price because oil is energy in the economy. It's the lifeblood of the economy, right? Because that's what we use, right? So everything uses oil, right? So the transportation of your food to the store needs to go through the oil, right? And all these politicians, all those knuckleheads out there saying, "Oh, we need to transition to some cleaner energy," which is not cleaner, which is not reliable, right? All those imbeciles, right, telling you this, telling you that, they don't understand. They don't even understand what drives the economy, right? So, which is oil. We need oil. We need even more oil. I think we need all sorts of energy as possible that's efficient. We don't need like a bunch of source of energy inefficient just for ideology purposes. We need more efficient energy. That's why Bitcoin is amazing because it doesn't care. Whatever the type of energy you have, you can, as long as you can mine a block and include that in the network, that's all that count, right? You just, if there's a hash rate going up, right? Anybody can use it. There's no discrimination. It's just computers, right? Just hashing away, and then the hash rate, the energy. As soon as you can find cheap energy, put in the network and compete. That's all that count. It doesn't matter where you find that energy, and we don't. There's no discrimination. The network cannot discriminate what you did, where to find it. So, and saying all this, I wanna, just like I promised you guys, the resources to get you to your Bitcoin journey, to understand what it is. A lot of you guys go to the crypto land and think, "Oh yeah, it's about crypto," right? See all this crypto like 2 million, 1.8 million crypto right now, all of them. And if you look, you will see they are pretty much trending down against Bitcoin, right? Because it's a bear market for them. So you see Ethereum is at minus negative 4.6. See Bitcoin is at negative 2. See BNB down. And so this is, all these things are trending down, and they are all going down because they don't have energy in them, right? They lack energy. So Bitcoin is the only one with the most amount of energy, and you see, even if they are like 1.8 million, Bitcoin is still at 50% of that. See, we got 50% of that, but the dominance chart is just nonsense because they are all irrelevant anyway. When you look at, like, this include the coin, like the tether, right? The tether stable coin, and you have the USDC stable coin, right? But without those coins, right, Bitcoin will be even higher in terms of percentage. But as you all know, Bitcoin will swallow all those currencies. So saying this, the reason why I went to this, right? I was talking about crypto here, Is because I know a lot of people when they start by crypto, they think it's about crypto, Dogecoin, all those nonsense, and then they put a bunch of money in them, and then they lose their money. Now you want to understand what really Bitcoin is about, because you got fooled, you got confused, just like I did, just like I got fooled as well. So now it's the time for you to learn to study. Okay. So I would start, I would say my channel, my YouTube channel, like it's a, I just changed, I made a little bit of touch. I changed the branding, the color, and everything. See, it's pretty nice now, but not that's not the most important thing about my channel. I do a lot of teaching on this channel. So if you look, I'm gonna show you this. If you look here, you will find few videos, and you'll see I made a lot of update on what's going on. I talk about Bitcoin custody every day. I make a podcast. Let's say 3 days a week. On my way to work, I talk about Bitcoin, and I talk about a lot of things, but not just the Bitcoin podcast and the channel. I do have a website as well. But also, if you dig, you will find a lot of like things. If you go on playlist, you will see specific videos about teaching, like the Bitcoin basics, Bitcoin education. Um, for example, this is talk about basics, how to set up your wallet, how to, this one talks about the literacy class. There's all like a few pages of things, question answered, and about Bitcoin. I talk about a few things, Bitcoin mining, so many things that I talk about, and this is basically the podcast. And you go on the podcast, you see every day my talk, and then if you go down, you see all my videos. And but I want to be more specific. I'm looking for my website. Okay, so this is the website here that I use, that I create for you guys. It is just Bitcoin education. You go there, you'll find all the beautiful content. I write about why buy Bitcoin instead of second house. I write about not your keys, not your coin. This is an article I wrote last year, and so and also you can always tip me using Lightning, um, and then I write about you know uh, a world full of crazy rats working for fiat overlords, like very consistent and harsh articles sometimes. And I write these are the Bitcoin basics. I just gonna duplicate that to my website for my YouTube channel. And this is another amazing one that I did. This is about how to connect your hardware wallet, you know, to your node, how to send transaction through your using your node. Basically, this is you can use a node like this is Umbo. You can set that up, and there's the video on my channel where I show you step by step how to set up your Umbo yourself. If you don't want to buy the Umbo from the website, you can set it up yourself. So and when you go have your own Bitcoin node, there's all of. But I don't recommend, like I'm not saying like you have to have the node like first step. It's actually nice to have like for is this first step, but like when you go deep in the Bitcoin world, you will need a node to verify your own transaction. So you make sure that you have the in the proper Bitcoin, right? But I wanna start easy on you, okay? Let's say you first start and want to get to know what's going on. I would say you get you know where to get your Bitcoin from your local, you know, where you are, how to buy the Bitcoin. You first buy it, you download the Bitcoin wallet on your phone. Right? It could be a PHOENIXWALLET, which is like simple. Uses Lightning. You can make Lightning transaction. if your exchange, for example, support Lightning, you can just DCA and receive Lightning transaction, right? You receive Lightning on your phone. This is Phoenix. This is non-custodial. That means they don't hold your keys. You hold your own 12-word keys, 12 words seed phrase, which is the Bitcoin itself. Right? If somebody else find it, you lose it. So you should never, never take a picture of it or put it online. You should never show anybody that this is your words. I have also a video showing you this on my YouTube channel. And so basically that's Phoenix. And this is there's a wallet of Satoshi. This you don't have access to your words. It doesn't. It's custodial. They hold your keys. They can steal it. Okay, so I'm just telling you that right now they can steal it, and you should never leave more than. You see, this person left $16. They're showing you this. Okay, $16. So you should never leave any amount that you don't want to lose. Um, first of all, it's a hot wallet, and also they hold your keys, so you should never leave a lot of money on that. So, but it's easy, it's cheap. It's very cheap to transact. Your transfers are very cheap. So a lot of people like it. There's a lot of advantages too, but also you can use Moon. Right? Moon is another amazing wallet. So amazing because you can still receive Bitcoin on the Bitcoin network. You can also use the Lightning network, and transactions also relatively cheap, not very cheap, but relatively cheap. Um, yeah, so amazing. And there's an update on Phoenix. Why Phoenix is more attractive to me is because they updated to splicing. Splicing means they don't have to open a channel every time you send a Bitcoin, right? So now it's kind of cheaper to use that. Um, So these are hot wallets, right? There are so many other hot wallets out there, but those are like more ethical hot wallets. But you choose your own. And I want to show you those, let's say, cold wallets. If you have a hardware wallet, right? So you have a hardware wallet like a Trezor, right? You have a Trezor wallet. I'm gonna show you that. You have a Trezor, and then you want to connect it. Like you want to have it. This is just like a window. Like Sparrow Wallet is actually a window that lets you access your Bitcoin using your Sparrow Wallet or using your wallet. Right? You just connect it and you create your Bitcoin. Um, let's say account or something, and then it just allow you to access that. Right? So Trezor.io, you get there, and then it will show you how to access. It will give you. You can get a wallet there. This is how it looks like. You can get a Trezor too, right? So if you when you kind of deep go in the rabbit hole, you want a wallet that does not connect to the internet. You can use it. That's a cold card. So those are hard wallets. So they're not online like those wallets like Satoshi and Phoenix and Moon. They're not online. So they are disconnected online when you're not using them. So there's a level of safety here because, like, let's say if you have this big amount of satoshis and Bitcoin there, you don't want it to be online all the time. So you want it to be more protective, right? It goes on stages, on steps, right? You get on steps. So um, the more you know, the more you will get dig deep into that. So this is use the ledger, right? They have an app themselves they can use. You can use, but also you could use those apps. There's a Spectre, right? That let you connect. You see all the hardware wallets there. So they show you. You can choose whatever is your hardware wallet, and then you just connect it. This is Cold Card. This is there's a Keystone here. There's a Jade. Where's Jade? Jade down here. There's so many hardware. There's so many options. You can just connect them and then just create your own wallet, right? So this is a Spectre. and same like Sparrow also. You can just download those and then have a wallet on your laptop. So those are how to get to the wallet and set up and all those things, right? So, but because I want to show you guys the tools. I show you the problem. And you see the problem. This is the debt, and then you have to protect yourself against what's coming because it will be a flood of money, and you don't want to be the last, hanging on that, on that debt tree. So because you want to be most protected, either you want to move physically, vote with your feet, you want to vote with your money, go where you treated the best, where they're not stealing from you slowly to inflation. So I'm giving you the solution, right? These are the tools you use, right, to protect yourself. Okay. So now, what about like resources, where to learn? Okay. First, I talked to you about my channel. Well, this is not like completely like hardcore. Like I know, like I'm not like expert in a lot of things. I'm still learning. So this is just like basically, it's mine. I'm just, as I'm biased, I'm always gonna show you this my channel, right? But again, like I said, it's not like the best. There's a lot of beautiful content that I put out here and amazing, but I will show you the best one. If you go to DERGIGI.com, this is this, okay? I'm gonna show you that. The DERGIGI, DERGIGI.com. He is an amazing writer. He write a lot, and I read. I have a lot of impact on me. Inspired me to do a lot of things. So he's a writer. Um, there's so many beautiful things he write about Bitcoin and the scarcity, right? The mining. Look like so many things and the Lightning Network. He talks about the time, the Bitcoin, it connects everything up in ancient money. If you want to learn about the Bitcoin rabbit hole in all the aspect of Bitcoin, you want to learn about the scarcity, again, the digital scarcity, the proof of work, you want to learn about Satoshi, you want to learn about money printing, you want to learn about the history about that, um, property rights, you want to learn about tyranny, all those magic internet money, all those things are there, right? So, yeah, the responsibility of adopting Bitcoin, you see so many beautiful things. Bitcoin is time, um, creation. So it's not only talking about Bitcoin, but it talks about so many other aspects in life. Um, And also, he talks about 21 million, the 21 lesson. So the 21 lesson, uh, uh, this is the 21 lesson. So this is basically what he learned about Bitcoin. This is like a little book he wrote. You can have, you can read it for free somewhere. You can find it on YouTube. You can listen to it. Um, took so many things and like and the Bitcoin journey. Um, dear family, this is a letter to your family. They want to learn about Bitcoin. So I'm not gonna like. I think I will go enough in deep in this website. So there's a lot of things. If you have time, you can read and amazing thoughts on Bitcoin and everything. So instead of going on social media waste time and you want to spend some time and really focus on learning about Bitcoin, that's a good place to go. It's a good strong resource. And if you want to go on other like YouTube channels, this is a Bitcoin University here. This is not kind of like a university, but it's like every day he put out a video about explaining. He talk about all the fraud, all the skeptics, all the attacks on Bitcoin, all those things. So I really recommend it. Bitcoin University. And then if you want to learn about Swan Bitcoin, Swan on YouTube, just type Swan Bitcoin. You will see all the beautiful content. And you have there's a film I really like. These guys made. It's called Bitcoin. Bitcoin is generational wealth. So this is amazing. This is a must-watch film. And it's One Love. They do a lot of like so many. You have the Hard Money Show on it. You have so many beautiful things these guys are creating. These are amazing. I'm not being supported. I'm not being like paid to talk about Swan because I know a lot of Bitcoiners work for Swan, but they just do a lot of work, so a lot of good things in this space for Bitcoin. And as you know, guys, I'm just Bitcoin only, and it's so amazing. Just check them out. And I know there's a lot of flaw in some place, some Bitcoiners like there are a lot of like things I don't agree with. I know, but if you wanna learn, you ready to learn, and you wanna, I always say like in Bitcoin, like when you come to Bitcoin, it's like you come to God, and when God wanna transform you, right? You wanna have you need to be transformed, and like, I don't wanna say God because it's a kind of religious, but I wanna say let's say you go to a pottery, right? You bring the pot, you bring your old pot to the pottery, right? You ask the pottery, right, to build you a different pot, right? What do you think the pottery gonna do? The pottery gonna break that pot in pieces, right? Break it down in pieces, and then turn it into mud, and then take that mud and then build a brand new pot. Okay, this is the same thing Bitcoin will do to you. You have to unlearn all the crap, all the nonsense you learn, right? We have to unlearn all this nonsense, all this brainwashing things, and then to grow new again, right? So this is what I find. This is what my journey was in Bitcoin. Right? So I thought I knew everything. I thought I was smart. Then I realized, okay, I didn't know anything. All those things I learned was a lie, and I had to, be reborn again. So you can blue collar Bitcoin. Doesn't matter. Anybody can teach you in Bitcoin, and you won't believe how much you didn't know. And the most beautiful things about Bitcoin, you can on your own node, you can verify your own transaction, and then you can go to the blockchain and see what's true, right? Nobody can have to tell you. You don't have to trust any of those people. You don't need to trust them. You can just go verify it yourself. You can on your own node, right? You can have your own wallet, your own transactions. You can verify how many Bitcoin is there. You run on your own node, right? On the node, you can so many things, right? So it's the truth, and so many amazing things, right? So many amazing things. This is a blue collar Bitcoin. This is simply Bitcoin. These guys put a lot of work as well, right? They do a lot of things, podcasts. They see you escape debt, slavery, and all this orange peel, the masses. Um, orange peel is kind of like a meme from that movie. From the Matrix movie. So when the guy gives the pill, the green pill and the red pill, and he has to choose between the blue and the red, right? So this is kind of like the meme, right? So once you take that pill and you never look back, so it's the same ideology. And if you want to, about how to set up your wallet, this is the guide to go to, like BTC session, all those wallets I was talking about, like the node, Trezor, wallet setting, Moon, Phoenix, wallet of Satoshi. Is the guy to go to BTC session. Amazing. I learned a lot from him, and like you never know. You will be so shocked how much you could learn on this space. So I think I'm gonna leave it here, guys. I made it long enough. So again, if you like anything on this, you could go and subscribe to my channel. If anything of those things interest you, If you like, listening to a guy, if you like listening to a crazy guy going to work and talking on his phone, well, you can go find all my talk here. And if you like, my weekly review and updates on Bitcoin, you can go here. And if you like some random time, I'll here and there I'll post a video about like inflation, about how to set up your wallet. Yeah, see, like those wallets, how to set them up, how to get, I'll post like, and also I post a video. Like I think this video resonated a lot to a lot of people, and because it had a lot of views. This video was a video from DERGIGI. So the guy has a DERGIGI.com website I was showing you. So I will show that video that had a lot of views, and because people like it a lot. So I'm gonna show it to you guys if you want to watch it, because it shows a lot about Bitcoin, tells a lot, and I think it's a very good start. It's a good start. You see, it's talk about Bitcoin. I know I also was supposed to finish that video, but I want to show you that because this is important. DERGIGI, Bitcoin is money plus energy plus time plus information. Bitcoin DERGIGI. So
I wrote a lot about proof of work, and one of the threads I wrote on Twitter.
Okay. So this is where he talk about like the Bitcoin proof of work, how Bitcoin is like information plus energy plus information plus money and all that combined together. So he kind of break all these things down and go all the way back in history, back in the beginning of time when we started to use those ledgers and those, you know, and the works, right? And then when you use this analogy, and then the coin, we see the ledgers back in history when we used those are the ledgers, and now we went to coin, the gold coin, all those things, and then after that, we needed to have commerce around the world. We have to go to leave the gold standard, right? And then you talk about the information. If you have an information, you share it with me. Now there's like you have information, I have it, right? You can't just take it for yourself. Both everybody have it. But if you have Apple, you share the Apple with me. You no longer have the Apple, right? So it's kind of like the problem with the double spending problem in the digital world, in the information world. But with Bitcoin, it breaks that, it fixes that problem, because now if you have the Bitcoin, you send that Bitcoin to somebody, you no longer have that Bitcoin because you cannot double spend it. You lost it, right? So it talk about this, and then he show you like the double spend problem I was talking about, right, which is kind of different. So it show you how like all those crypto things out there, they can never really do what they say they want to do, because you cannot have a token online without having proof of work, right? So you have to have that proof of work, and you cannot reinvent that multiple times. You can only do that once. So with Bitcoin having 21 million Bitcoin, and you cannot double spend them, and those are kind of like absolute scarcity, because in itself saying that you want to create another one, it's like defeating the fact that there was already problem was already solved. So you can only solve that problem once, right? So this is all the thing you went down to. I really recommend that video. I had a lot. I learned a lot from it. Um, so Bitcoin create unforgeable history. So every time in the blockchain, when you go back there, right, you see out of this block just created, it's done. You can't go back and change that block and say we organize transactions. Okay, you can't do that. All the transactions are already there, already organized. And if you try, for example, the other day, this mining company was Marathon, the Mara company, which is the mining pool, Mara, right? They tried to um, forge the They was trying to forge, kind of like forge a block, right? So they mined the block, right? But it was invalid, right? It was invalid. Um, so so what happened was, like, because the block was invalid, so they lost the coin because they didn't do organized transaction swap properly. So I think I chose the wrong pool. I choose Binance. I was supposed to choose Mar. So so what happened is, because they didn't properly organize the block, so they lose the reward. So they put all the energy to mine everything, and then, but because they lost the block, so it's over, right? So it's the same, and then the other miner, which was the mining pool was U.S. Foundry. They was able to mine it and organize the transactions properly because they was not trying to double spend. So exactly what it is, right? You need the proof of work, and you can go to the blockchain and see it for yourself. Okay, this was done, the work was done. You see how much reward was distributed. You can see what was the fees and all those things, right? So it all comes together. So this is what he's talking about in this unforgeable history. So no proof of work, no unforgeable history. So if you don't have proof of work, and this is why Ethereum is a complete failure, because they remove the energy, they remove the essence of it all, right? So because they didn't understand the problem Bitcoin solves, it's the double spend problem, right? They think they can just have a free lunch, right? Oh no, we don't need energy. Well, if you remove the energy, you remove the essence, you remove the honesty on the network. So if you go, let's go check the Ethereum chart, and you always see that going on the chart, and you always see that. Like if you take the Ethereum chart and you compare it to Bitcoin, let's say I'm gonna do that for fun. So you put that to Bitcoin, right, and denominate it into satoshis or Bitcoin. It doesn't matter, or bits. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna denominate it into Bitcoin for fun. And to see, I like to show you guys this. Okay, so this is in a day. This is down. How much this is down? How much? If you put it in the month, this is how much it's down. If you put it to the year, same thing, down. Okay, so um, it just to show you that, okay, all these guys think, oh yeah, they can just create their own universe online using computers and software, and then just with their own typing codes and all things, they can create their own universe. Well, the people, if people are hungry, right, you type in, you need energy to type, you need energy. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna go steal from others, right, to find that energy. In Bitcoin, in order for you to get Bitcoin, for miners, any miner to get a Bitcoin, to get a reward, they need to spend that energy first. You understand? That's the difference. They need to spend the energy in the first place, and then it gets harder and harder, more and more difficult, right? They need to pour the energy into the network before they have any reward. In the Ethereum network, I don't need that. I just have to say, hey, okay, we pre-mine a bunch of coin, like 60 or whatever, how much percentage they pre-mine, and then they give it to a bunch of friends, and then their co-holders, and after a few, and then they keep on selling it to the market every time, right? So, that's what happened, right? So, anyways, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I make it a lot longer than I expected, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again in the next video. This was PieCover. Thank you for watching.